What up, world? It is Ethan Scott here, and we are back with Green Destination. Hold on, let me switch you over. We are back with Green Destination, and we're gonna make it to orbit because I realized that I was being silly. Like I said, I haven't really done career in a long time, so I don't remember like certain things that you're supposed to do. But one of the things I realized is when it says go to orbit, that doesn't mean you have to put a man or a Kerbal in orbit. It just means put something in orbit. And as I've stated before, these probo, how do you say it? Probodobodine things can look for anomalies now. That is part of the new upgrade. As long as I can access the CurbNet, these things can look for anomalies. They're not 100% accurate, and I don't know. Doesn't like give me an optimal range. I don't think like the other CurbNet things do. CurbNet access, see? Anomaly detection 6%. So it's got 6% chance of detecting an anomaly. This one has 0% chance. This one, I don't even know if they have. Like, this one doesn't have any chance of anomaly detection. I don't know if your Kerbal has a chance of anomaly detection. What about this one? Science experiment. No, I'm not even going to try that one. So yeah, this one is our best chance of anomaly detection right now. And since we have to go into orbit anyways, we're going to try and put one of these into orbit with some like communications, maybe a lot of stuff. I don't know. But, and I don't know, this is probably not going to be like a SSTO type thing. It's actually, want it that way. Um, this one's probably going to be staged because it's a satellite and you don't really need much. You shouldn't need much to put a satellite into space, depending on how you make your satellite. So let's make our satellite. I kind of want to put a Science Junior on there, but it's not that overly important. And it makes it very, very big and heavy. But I wanted to look into putting like maybe this. That doesn't really do anything for us. It'll give us like, yeah, altimetry. I don't really need altimetry too much. This one's altimetry too. So this one is visual and biome though, and I kind of want to put that on there. So should I put it just like up top, right in the center? Like that. Ah, not exactly where I was going to put it. Here we go. Right, something like, maybe a little bit over. Yeah, something like that. Maybe. Yeah. I think it works, but there's no way of doing that and protecting it, I don't think. Let me see. Since I put that there, I should be able to do this. Raise it up. High up. Can we get it like there? It should be fine. That's like off of it enough. My lizard is compressing himself into such a strange Volani.
What is he doing?
I don't know.
I'm starting to think he might be stuck. No, he should be fine.
He's shimmying. He's just being ridiculous.
Now he's got the cat's attention.
Oh my goodness. All the animals are going crazy right now. That is huge. But I might be able to work with it. I don't know. I don't really have anything else. Actually, you know, it'd be silly. You know what would be silly? Can we do that? Well, let's find out. Let's see. We're definitely going to want one of those. And probably a pretty good size battery with some of these. Transmitting data sometimes takes a lot of sunlight. So we're going to Why doesn't it line up? I hate that. Octo. Oh, that's why, because it's octo. Be that technically. Just like a. Ooh. There we go. And what else do I need? Communications. Which. Can I. Well, I don't need 8 in here. Just 2. Stick them in there. Sink them down a little bit. And voila. We have 2 antenna. And then I wanted to see if we could also. What? Are those always there? I don't remember those being there. It's not even allowing me to attach to them. What is that? Oh, it's got to be maybe. No. Oh, because it's the bottom of these probably. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, and then I have. No small fuel tanks. So that's going to be an issue. Is there another way to bring this out structurally? Oh, my lizard has unstuck himself, everybody. If anybody was worried, don't be worried. The lizard has unstuck himself. It's all good now. Ridiculous lizard. Okay, so this isn't going to be doing much science. I can probably, like, stick a thermometer and a... I guess you don't need a barometer. Yeah, I don't think you need a barometer either. I really want those to be on there, but I don't see how to do that without clipping some things. I mean, it's very close, but then it gets bigger. I need to extend it. No point to that. Set some fireworks on it. Pew, 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 pew. No? Okay. I mean, we were doing that. I don't think so. I don't think we're going to do that. Do that just in case. I doubt we'll ever need it. But just to make it like... And how do I go about doing that? I guess we don't need it to be a relay. Just make it simple. Simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Isn't that what they say? I think that's what they say. You doing okay over there, Sniffles?
Yes. The cat is making me sneeze.
Oh, yes. Villani is highly allergic to furry animals, but she's an amazing person, so she takes care of a lot of furry animals and one gigantic lizard who is happily sideways sleeping now.
He just looked right at you.
Well, yeah, because I started talking about him. Sentient animals. Don't hurt yourself. What are you doing? Nosedive. By the way, when I say gigantic lizard, it's like a 2.5-foot savanna monitor. Shenron. He's the best. Maybe I'll show you guys Shenron one day. Shenron.
This kitten is just permanent.
That kitten is ridiculous. How much Delta V do I need to get out of Kerbin again? Do you remember? I don't remember. And Right? That should work. As long as it doesn't catch horrible drag right there, which it probably will. Hold on a second. How much delta V? Let's look. And we're not going to be taking a traditional equatorial orbit so that we don't have, because we can't do maneuvers once we get up. We don't have maneuvers yet. So we're going to be doing it the old school way. So I need like 34,000 delta V. So probably 4,000 delta V, knowing me. What are we looking at right now? Delta V, delta V. Okay, so far we got 1,300. What happens if we tack on a swivel real quick? Okay, so nowhere near enough delta V yet, which was to be expected. That's getting closer. What was it? 3004. This is 3007. I mean, give it just a little bit more fuel and some fins. It should get up there just fine. Don't you know? Don't you know? There we go. Right? That should be almost 4,000. Let me give it some control fins. I think even just doing this will work pretty good. Now, I have no idea if it's going to work, but we are also going to try and slow down the stages. So we will add those. And that breaks off, those go. Good. And then that shoots. Good. And got go, good to go. All right. I mean, we shouldn't really need much more than that. I'm worried about this causing a ton of drag, but let's find out. Let's get a satellite into space. Don't you know? However, I don't know if... I wonder if that can tell me... let's see here. We'll do this first. Staging is correct. Fire, breakaway, and breakaway. Good. We're going to be going north. So I want to get up to a certain speed. I like to get a little bit of a tilt because it kind of pushes me in that direction. Get down to a 90. Move it just ever so slightly off of true north. Oh no! Tipped. I tipped. That didn't happen. Nobody saw that. Woo. And I don't know if this is going to work. Like I said, it might catch too much. Maybe I shouldn't do like less throttle. Let's try that. Kind of. It's like, what are my aerodynamic forces overlay? I got to pull it off of true north. Otherwise, I'm going to have like a straight up and down, which I mean isn't horrible, but also isn't the best. There we go. All right. I'm not seeing any drag right here, so that's good. I'm move it a little bit slower. A little bit of drag right here. That's to be expected. Might be a lot of drag. I usually like to be at about like... No! 10... What is going on? 1,000 meters. This thing does not like to fly. I'm gonna put better like aerodynamics things on it. I was worried about that in the first place. I didn't think it was gonna work, but it's like yaha, cowboy status. Drop them down so it makes it like a true dart. There we go. Whee! Let's try that. So I should have the delta V to get it up, or at least minimum amount of delta V required to get it up. But I honestly haven't done a polar launch manually in a long time, let alone one with so little control. That was a little weak. I want to go a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, that's more control. That's a lot more control. This should work. This should do better. And I'm not going to be able to just click it in, unfortunately. But we do have SAS, so that's at least good. Got some sass about us. I need some speed. Get some speed, man. There we go. Now we're looking at greatness. What's our ooh, look at that. A little bit more off than I want it to be. I need to pull it back a little bit. That was, there we go. Detach. Hopefully those will work. And then ooh, a quick little mother. I'm also burning through my pretty quick, so I'm gonna do that and bring it way down here. Like I said, I haven't done this in a while, so I'm working on it. How high am I now? I'm at 50. So we'll bring it out soon. Hopefully I didn't burn through too much Delta V. I don't have my engineer right now. So just gonna have to do our best manually, the old school way. Where am I at? Oh, yeah. I went way higher than I needed to. Probably means I used a lot more Delta V than I needed to. It's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. No, I messed that launch up. We're going to do two things. I had a lot more control that fight, so I'm going to try and give myself a little bit more Delta V by just adding another tank. Hopefully the algorithm doesn't drag it down. Yeah. What is this at? Yeah. See, that was the problem. I put myself within 200 of the Delta V. I want a little bit more, so that should work. Let's try this one. Putting the better controls on it actually helped a lot. What you doing over there, cutie? Playing some P99?
Oh, no. I'm not gonna read.
You're gonna go read. Let's see here. Countdown 3, 2, 1, launch.
Amazing.
What's that?
3, 2, 1, launch.
Right? We don't play no games here at KSP. We're in it for the research, the knowledge, and maybe some snacks. All right. We're getting there. We're launching again. This thing looks like an intercontinental ballistic missile if I've ever seen one, but it's supposed to be a satellite. What's this? See? I guess I'll get that later, but how we looking? We're at 14. That's over double.
Sorry.
Loud boom boom. Ooh, is the phone okay?
Yeah.
Jesus, I'm at 25. What is that? Maybe the parachutes won't work, you know? I don't think I'm going to need it anymore. Well, I don't think they're going to work because I'm going to use this second stage, but it might, rescue itself. I doubt it though. Not from this high up. How are we looking? Because, I mean, we're at 50 now. That should be about 70, and that's pretty much what we're looking to reach. So we're going to burn through this little bit of fuel, detach, and burn again, and see where we can get. You still have that contract? That's Kerbal. Yeah, achieve orbit. We technically did it on the last video, but then we burned up on the way in, and we're not going to count that because it was a simulation, and they burnt up on impact. Oh, well, that's not good. Apparently, I did not get high enough. I should have gone a little bit higher. So we're going to burn now. And then we'll go, ooh, see, this little guy is super maneuverable. Right there. What are we looking at? We're at? All right. I think we can work with 60 for now, and then just adjust it on the apoapsis. If it even works. See, that amount of fuel has got to be for an equatorial, like that amount of delta V rating has got to be for an equatorial orbit. I can't really do a... Well, there's always the old school way of... I don't know why I took that off. Getting a little bit more delta V. That's looking 400. If I put these guys on here, I think it's just too much, don't you? Like, and then give it some aerodynamices. And then give it some... See if we can salvage them. All right. That puts us at 45. That should be more than enough. Actually, I want to put these here because I still have to do I have to do it from launch. I don't have the capabilities of changing my inclination. I don't know where to point correctly without maneuvers. So we're getting close. We're getting there. I could possibly have done this. Oh, I should be doing it like that. What am I doing? I'm silly. That was the whole point of this. All right. Let's do this again. Ready? Blup. All right. Now, this little guy went to market. So we are going to be designing that wonderful device that I'm going to call like a impulse launch device. Impulse launch. I don't know. Impulse something. Impulse launch vehicle. There we go. Something like that. Hopping. Alrighty, now into here. You've seen this before. You've seen me build it before. If you haven't, what I'm putting together is the docking clamp. There we go. Docking clamp, Kraken drive. I have explained it a couple of times, but I'll probably explain it a whole bunch more. I will be using Kraken drives in this playthrough, almost like I'm gonna try and use them pretty exclusively, because the whole point is if Kerbals had quickly progressed beyond what humans are capable of, and they started inventing impulse drives and hyperdrives and warp drives, and that's how they move through the galaxy or move through their solar system, as it were. So you will be seeing Kraken drives here. I've already had someone come in and be like, "You're an abuser." Yeah, you could say that. I am purposely abusing right now, but it's part of the storyline. It's part of what we're going for. So the Kraken drives will exist, but doop, good. And these guys too. I need them off. Doop. Kraken drives will exist, but they are like part of the storyline. So that's, and like I said, I'll probably say that like 100 more times, but it's to be expected. There's some hardcore like no Kraken, no anything drives or anything like that. So I understand. I already have a Turner thing on this. I want a Turner thing on this. A Turner thing. That's good English. Turning thing. Turner. Turn thing. Yeah, there we go. I do good English. I'm not going to bother with that. I did want these. 2 of them. To go on to here. Ooh. Those are bigger than I expected. Maybe I can sink them down. Those are huge. Can't even do that. Hold on. Maybe we'll just use a bunch of drones. Like 6 of these things. That'll be our relaunch vessel. There we go. And then I eventually want to put that on, but I don't know if that's going to be... What does that seem... Oh. Like, what is going on here? No. There we go. That's something. And then... There. Close those. I wanted landing gear. R. Oh no, not R. C. There we go. So that right over those. And then we should probably even that out a little bit. There we go. And then I wanted fins. Fins? Do I need fins? I don't think I technically need fins. We'll see. Let's do a test launch. So this is the impulse drive. This is what we were going to do. I completely blanked and started doing staging to put it into the... This should be an epic amount of delta, well, it's endless delta V, but epic amount of thrust. I might actually go too fast because it's a super small vessel. Ow, what just happened there? Woo! Like I'm cleaning the launch pad. All right, guys, it's kind of messy. Let's just... All right, now you're good to launch. All right. Open. Oh, this thing has no... Oh, yeah, it does. I was about to say it had no batteries. Wouldn't be good. Oh, is it not enough? Go, 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 go. It's too heavy? Really? Something's wrong there. Hold on. You think it's too... This whole thing is too heavy? Give me these. Get rid of you. Make it ugly. Let's see here. You. That kind of fixes it. Ugh. I don't even know if that does any better or if it's light enough now. 3 moved the jet. I'm surprised that it's not powerful enough to lift. I might be too close or too far away on my docking ports as well, because their distance apart from each other is actually really important on how much thrust you get from them. So let's try again. Go, 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 go. Almost. Really? What do you guys think? Too close, too far? Too close, too far? Wait. Yeah. So I don't think I can shove 4 in there. Now, other people have had success with more docking ports. I'm going to pull it apart a little bit more. I was worried about that in the beginning. Let's do that. But other people, especially Vios, I saw when he was working on this, he did a whole... Oh, by the way, Vios, I don't know if you watch this, but congratulations on your new setup and computer from Jolly Roger. That was amazing. That was a pretty awesome event to have during a live stream. But Vios has had a lot of success with this, kind of clipping them together and still getting them to work. I have not. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. See? A little bit of issues when it comes to pulling one direction or the other. I'm going to go like slightly lower. There we go. I didn't have my SAS on either, so the pull was going to go whatever the way the pull was going to go. Hello, gorgeous. Nothing's wrong. I'm just waiting for it to load. Okay. Try it with SAS this time. And and we are off and straight and doing good. So we're going to close this. Maybe. We're definitely going to retract. Oh, that's right. I should have done it with G. There we go. So we're increasing slowly. We're going to see how this works. That's why that's why I refer to it as an impulse drive. It doesn't do big like maneuvers. Like I said, Fios has had a lot of success clipping them together and making them into a pseudo warp drive, but I have had little success with that. So I just kind of use it as an impulse drive. Little things. It can move big ships, but you need large impulse drives to move big ships. And I like that. It's kind of a limitation that forces you to go further and use the ion drive for its capabilities. So we are increasing in altitude, we're increasing in speed. All of this is good. Right now we're going straight up because this is a very different kind of a launch. And we're also not worried about Delta V. Once we get high enough, we can kind of, I mean, we could probably open these without. They might actually, do they? Cause a little bit of lift? Well, it looks like they do a little bit. Like little winglets. That's cool. It works. Let's see if we can. Oh, tilted like a mofo. Oh, because I'm in super speed. That's why I'm tilting so crazily. There we go. And just a little bit of tilt. A little bit of tilt. I think even that's too much. I don't know. But still increasing in speed. We need to be able to control these, though. Because otherwise we'll fly off at a really ridiculous distance. But you can see our apoapsis is not very much higher than our current altitude, and that's going to be an ongoing thing. Let's kind of follow this now. See if we can open it up a little bit. Yay, this is working much better than I expected. And we are still following the trying to return things as much as we can. Follow the apoapsis. There we go. Now we're really increasing in speed. Only 27 though. I gotta get higher. See, this thing, it lies to you. It will lie to you, especially when you're using your impulse. You don't really, your apoapsis, periapsis, they don't really work as well. Because am I still, no, I'm decreasing right now. I need to increase. Increase in, yeah, see? I might decrease in speed a little bit, but I kind of screwed up. Let's see if we can salvage this. Okay, but I'm decreasing in speed. And we're back. All right, cool. We can actually, yeah, speed through it a little bit. Look at my line. It was not changing at all there for a second. It wasn't getting higher or lower or wider or anything. I was just moving. I mean, that's pretty impressive for not utilizing any fuel. That's why we got to get to this in the real world. Get some impulse drives and warp drives going. What's my height at? 40. That's looking good. Yeah. And like I said, this thing has a 5% chance of catching an anomaly. So hopefully with time as we progress, it'll catch them. And we'll probably have something up to find anomalies before that's ever an issue. Oh, well, that's not good. I'm just talking to you guys, totally messing up the what I'm doing. We'll figure it out. We've got loads of delta V. Let's do some guessing. Plus, it's a little bit different getting it. Like, it takes longer with an impulse drive than with conventional rocketry, so might need a second to carve it out. But we're at about 90 for altimetry. Whatever. One thing that we can do is we can. Oh, I wanted to do this. Hold on. Slow down. Everything good? Everything's good. All right. So I don't want to do it while we're shooting into it, you know. Yes, now go. 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 We're going to do it. We're going to get into orbit. And the cool thing about this is I should be able to deorbit it, but I didn't put a probe on it, so I don't know if I can work the parachutes after I detach it. I don't know. We're going to find out. It's not as important as getting it up there, but so I'm starting to lose some height here. Starting to lose. So we gotta like back it up. Where am I at? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Stop. Oh, does that look nice? That is an orbit. I hope I don't go too low there. Maybe we'll do this real quick. That looks better. There we go. It's actually a little higher over here, but that's okay. I'd rather be safe than sorry, you know? So, beautiful. All right. Now comes the next part. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, though, because I didn't put anything on it. So it might just be garbage I have to pick up later. First, we're going to do this. Boom! Bye, parachute. Next, we're going to do this. Oh, no. Smash! I crashed into it. All right. Let's extend you. Extend antenna. Extend antenna. And let's start scan. Ooh, spinny little dude. Radial in. There we go. Yay. And we should have achieved orbit. We did it. We have set a satellite in orbit. Not only orbit, but a polar orbit, which is awesome because it will scan for things and it may show up on our CurbNet. Who knows? Anomalies. We will see. As long as we have access to the CurbNet, we should be good. And it has a chance of picking up an anomaly as it goes over it. So let's see if we can we still... Yeah, there's no controllable objects. Now it's just, ooh, look at that. Scanning, scanning. So it worked, and it's not entirely important, but I am a little, well, yeah, show me this. Can I switch to it? Maybe in the flight center. But like I said, it's not as important. That was the important part, and we're going to go back to Space Center and see what we can do about some debris. I'm actually seeing 4 pieces of debris. That's way more debris than I want up there. Way more debris than I want floating around the skies and able to destroy things. But I'm going to leave it up there because that might be one episode is figuring out like a system of getting rid of my debris. So yeah, it looks like all 4 of these are right there. This is not going to be as fun as I want it to be because load. Yeah, see, that's what I was worried about. Can't do anything to it. Can I change these? I can't. Yeah, so I'm going to guess that everything is crap now. Urgh. All right, whatever. We will well, we'll try not to do that anymore, and then we'll try to, if the computer doesn't delete it itself, we'll try to get up there and clean up that debris. But now we know we need a probe core on our impulse launcher. But the impulse launcher worked. It put us into orbit, and we are going to be looking into impulse drives moving forward. We upped our money again. We're now at 170, which is awesome. Science is at 55. Can we get any science for 55? We can get general construction, which will give us these guys. Important. Flags. The power of flags. Structural fuselages. Engine plates. Decoupler. Rocco. And struts. Might be worth it for the struts. And I don't think we can afford anything else, so we might as well grab it. Get as many parts as we can moving forward. So this is where we're at. Let's see here. We have astronauts, tracking station, space plane. We need some money. We need explore Kerbin. What is this? Return to Kerbin from orbit. You left fuel tanks. You left enough fuel tanks to return from orbit, right? We want the deposit on those parts back. Interesting. Okay, well, I can probably do that. Give me that one. And then ferry 2 tours safely to destination and back. So these are all like focused ones. Like you have to go to a certain place, be at a certain height. The better ones to grab, I found. Let's see here. You want ferries. Test. Focus temperature test. Sometimes you'll get them. I probably have to return first, and that's what the game is waiting for, is for me to return. But you start getting them where they want, like, suborbital flights, and those are super easy to do. So you look for those. What are these? They want to go to new ones, travel itinerary. Yes, suborbital space flight. Suborbital space flight. There we go. And that's a lot of moolah. So I'm probably going to take that one too. All right. Let's go back into here. We got to update our impulse launcher. I actually want to pull it again. Load. A couple of things have to change. So we're going to take you and just drop you down. And we're going to I mean, it's kind of ugly though. Yeah, let's play around with it a little bit. First of all of this can go. And you can go. And actually that, yeah, we're gonna start. I don't want to start over. I want to do this. We're gonna take all of you off, get rid of you, and we're going to take. Let's grab it from here. You off, get rid of you. Then, actually, no. Okay, so boop boop boop. Boop. Now I need a cargo container again. Good. And take you and you off. Good. Open you. What did I have? Two. Doesn't matter. That's fine. I need that. And then I need a battery. Should I put a battery on that thing? Ah, yeah. It's not where I want it to be connected anyways. Connect like that. Then battery. There we go. Now we're doing it. Actually kind of floats in there. Yes, and I have auto struts now. I have auto strut now. That's awesome. That will definitely help. How heavy are these things? They're 0.1 tons. So, like, that might be like a issue. Close. I don't need you. All right, so suborbital flight and ferry, and so I was looking at you like that, and then give it a pilot. I think that's going to be way too heavy, don't you? I would think that's too heavy. Just do that real quick. I don't think this is going to work, but I want to test. We're not going to test with the Taurus, so we'll put. No. Nelwyn, get out of the fucking plane. So let's do a test real quick, because I don't think this is going to be enough. I think it's going to be too heavy to get it off the ground. By the almighty gods of Kerbal, load. Hey, it worked. All right, test flight 1.